Hey everyone, and welcome. Ever looked at a knitting pattern and felt like you were reading a secret code? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to read a knitting pattern, making it super easy for all you total beginners out there. Get ready to unlock the world of yarn and needles. First things first, what even is a knitting pattern? Think of it like a recipe, but for your hands and yarn. It tells you exactly what to do, stitch by stitch, to create something awesome: a scarf, a hat, or whatever your heart desires. Patterns use a special language. But don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks. Let's break it down. Patterns usually start with some essential information. You'll find things like the project name. This tells you what you're making, like cozy scarf or adorable baby booties. Materials. This is your shopping list. It tells you the type and amount of yarn you need, the size of needles, and any other tools, like stitch markers or a tapestry needle. Always check the yarn weight, it matters. Gauge. This is super important. Gauge tells you how many stitches and rows you should have per inch or 10 centimeters. Matching your gauge to the pattern's gauge ensures your project turns out the right size. Don't skip the gauge swatch. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the pattern instructions. These are usually written in a specific format, and understanding the abbreviations is key. Here are some common ones. K-knit. This is the basic stitch. Insert your right needle into the stitch on the left needle. Wrap the yarn around the right needle, and pull it through. P-purl. This is the back of the knit stitch. Bring the yarn to the front, insert your needle, wrap, and pull through. Stitches. This is just the plural form of stitch. Row a horizontal line of stitches. Repeat the instructions again. Patterns also use a structure. You'll often see something like cast on 30 STS. Row 1K across. Row 2P across. Repeat rows 1 and 2 until piece measures 6 inches. Let's translate. This means cast on 30 stitches, get those stitches onto your needle. Row 1 knit every stitch across the row K across. Row 2 purl every stitch across the row P across. Repeat rows 1 and 2 over and over until your knitted piece is 6 inches long. See? Not so scary, right? Tips for success. Read the whole pattern first. Get a general idea of what you're doing before you start. It helps. Highlight or mark your place. Use a highlighter or a sticky note to keep track of where you are in the pattern. Use stitch markers. Place stitch markers at the beginning and end of each row, or to mark specific stitch patterns. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone messes up. It's part of the learning process. Just rip it back, that's unravel, in knitter's language, and try again. Practice, practice, practice. The more you knit, the easier it gets. Start with simple projects to build your confidence. So, that's the basics of reading a knitting pattern. Now you're ready to embark on your knitting journey. Grab some yarn, needles, and a pattern, and get crafting. You got this. Happy knitting, and I'll see you next time.